Apple's new iOS 15 changes the way email marketing for e-commerce is being done. I'm Daniel from Email Composed, and in this video we're going to look at what's happening, why this is so important, and how it affects your emails. Let's start with a quick definition of what's actually happening. It started with iOS 14 when Apple declared that they're putting their users' privacy first and ended the era of advertisers freely tracking users. And turns out 96% of Apple users indeed chose not to be tracked. And then with iOS 15, they took it a notch higher by introducing features that sound like bad news for marketers, such as Hide My Email and Mail Privacy Protection. So let's break it down and see how it affects us in the e-com space when we send emails to our customers and to our newsletter subscribers. First of all, the impact is serious because if you consider Apple's market share in the US, this applies to around half of your customers. Most of them choose to leave Apple's defaults on, so your tracking becomes disabled. And now with iOS 15, they have additional features that further impact your advertising and your emails. The new iOS 15 feature of Mail Privacy Protection means that when you send an email, you won't know if your customer actually opened it or not, because Apple blocks pixels and hides identifying info about the recipient, such as their IP address. But it doesn't end here. They've also introduced the feature Hide My Email, available to iCloud Plus users. Whenever a site requests to sign up with an email address, for example, if you have a pop-up on your site that offers a discount coupon, your site visitors no longer need to input their real email. They can use a random address that Apple generates, which means that some of our opt-ins won't be as effective as before. Another iCloud Plus feature is the private relay, which encrypts users' activities so no one can track it across the web. So, how does all this affect your email marketing? Firstly, you won't know for sure if your subscriber is using their real email or not, because they might be using Hide My Email. This adds a challenge to growing your list. If you're split testing subject lines, designs, or copy, then to judge the split test results, you need to know who opened and engaged with your emails. But now you don't know that for sure, so split tests become much less accurate. For the Hide My Email feature, a possible side effect is that Apple might be inclined to categorize some of your emails as spam if your subscribers signed up with their substitute email address, because this might signal lack of trust. So your delivery rates are in danger of going down. Then it becomes even more important for you to run inbox rate tests and run them frequently. Flows that are triggered based on engagement might prove to be more challenging to utilize. For example, a flow to sunset inactive subscribers. The reason is, we'd be missing the open and click tracking that typically makes these flows work. So you'd probably need to run through all your flows to make sure that they don't rely on such triggers. And finally, when it comes to sending campaigns to your engaged audience, for example, if you typically send emails to a segment of people who engaged with your emails in the past 60 days, then this would no longer be as effective, and we'd need to look for alternative ways of ensuring that we're sending emails to engaged segments. So, what should you focus on now? Because your paid ads and your email marketing work hand in hand, and the fact that Facebook is now more limited in its ability to track and optimize the traffic that it sends to your site, then it has become even more critical to get as much traffic as possible to opt into your list, so you'll be able to retarget them with emails down the line to convert them to buyers. It also becomes increasingly important to nurture your list with interesting and engaging emails that provide real value, so you build a stronger relationships with your audience and you are less likely to end up in people's spam folders. So this is what's going to happen, and we'll keep updating as we find more ways to deal with this marketing earthquake and make the best use out of it. Remember that every challenge opens up a door for new and creative approaches. And if you need help dealing with iOS 15 or anything related to email marketing, just leave a comment here and we'll reach out with the details. Thanks for watching.